What's up, guys? Happy Wednesday to you. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks for jumping on Periscope. Let's see who we got coming in. Let me know where you're tuning in from. What's up, Coach Mike? Coach Mike, I've actually got down to call you later. So be looking for a call. I'm going to give you a call later. John Westbrook, California in the house. Temecula. What's up, Sarah Geiger? Let me know where you're tuning in from. I see we got Arizona in the house. The Reest in Ohio. I love Miss Becky Witter in Oklahoma. Miss Trudy out in Nevada. Guys, thank you for the hearts. Thank you for sharing Periscope. Obviously, thank you for joining Monday through Friday. A lot of you come on here all the time, so love that. I know we're coming at a different time, and I'm actually just about to run out. We're headed to Arkansas to spend some time with the team that we have there. Looking for a great turnout tonight and a lot of good things to come from that. So, want to talk to you a little bit today. That's something that's on my heart that we've kind of been talking about on Periscope the last few days, and you know, so my title is "Let's Just Go Do It," okay? And you know, we talk a lot on Periscope about you know, self-developing. We talk about taking action. We talk about, you know, recruiting. We talk about getting better. We talk about the fear of failure and all this stuff, okay? But I'm here to challenge you today. It's Wednesday. It's hump day for a lot of people, okay? I'm here to challenge you for let's all make a pact on Periscope to just go do it, okay? And here's what I mean by that. I want to ask you a question because a lot of you want to be an entrepreneur. You want to be your own boss. You aspire for that. I'm not saying every single person on here feels that way, but a lot of people that tune into me on Periscope, they want to be their own boss. They want to be an entrepreneur. But I want to ask you a question today. Are you a student or are you an entrepreneur? Okay? See, there's two big differences because a student learns and then goes back next week and learns some more and goes back the next week and learns some more and goes back the next week and learns some more. And a student goes years before they get to truly apply what they're learning. Okay, right? You know, some of us went to school 4, 5, 6. You know, like me, I was a lifetime student. I went for 6 years before I graduated the first time. And then I went back and you know, after I graduated, I was able to start teaching and coaching and applying what I learned as a student. Right? But here's the thing. Entrepreneurs don't do, they're doers. They're doers. They go. They do. They fail. You know, they're out and they're running. And as they're running, they're falling down on their face and they're failing. You know, and they're making screw-ups. But they keep going anyway. You know, I think about so many business owners. You know, I talked to a very successful person the other day that was talking about that, and he's a multi-millionaire, and he said 90% of the things that I've done in business, I've failed at. But the 10% that I've done in my business, I've succeeded at. And it far, far outweighed financially the 90% of the things I failed at. So here's my Periscope today, and if I seem passionate, it's because I am. I believe there's too many of us, and I'm including myself. I think there's too many of us that have the student mentality rather than the entrepreneur mentality, and what do I mean by that? I think people are scared, and they're scared to go do it. They're scared to take action. They're scared to go all in and just start creating action. Start going out and talking to people. You know, I'm in business. I'm in network marketing. I go out and start talking to people. Action creates reaction. But so many times we're not that entrepreneur. We're not our own boss that goes out and creates the action. But we are great students. What do I mean by that? Well, we would rather think about it. We would rather conference and go to conferences. We would rather read tons of books and educate ourselves. We would rather study all day, all night, all day, all night, all day, all night. But where's the action? See, an entrepreneur is out taking action and learning as they're failing. And then there's that student that wants to get years of knowledge before they go take action. Well, here's what I'm telling you. Here's the beauty today. You know, a lot of people ask me, you know, you look like you sacrifice a lot. You look like you go and you mean. I do. I'll be honest with you. You know, Seth Curry has had an amazing year this year in basketball, but I hadn't watched him play. Now, I used to be a head football coach. I used to coach sports. I love sports. But you know what? I have a passion for being an entrepreneur. I have a passion for changing my family's situation, for creating a legacy, for doing things, and I fail a lot. And I go try new things, and I fail a lot. We know you have the knowledge to succeed here. It's the plan of action, the daily action. We shared that yesterday of going and just doing it. You just got to do it. If you want to be that entrepreneur and not that student, you got to just go stir the pot and take action. Just do it. You know, you do it, you learn a little bit and then you go. You learn a little bit and then you go. You at night, instead of watching Seth Curry, you study a little bit. You read 10 pages. Then you go out the next day and you go take action. Action creates reaction. So you put in the work, you put in the grind, you put in the effort. You fail and you go, you know what, I won't do that no more, but I'll do this. You invest and you invest in a team, you invest money, you do this. You go, that didn't work, but I'll do this. And if you do it a lot, if you want to go fast, if you want to change a lot of things, you fail fast. Because just like that guy that was a multimillionaire said, I failed at 90% of the things that I've done, but I've succeeded at 10 of them. And those 10 financially has made me a multi-millionaire. You know, I think about the owner of Amazon. Let me tell you, the owner of Amazon failed and failed and failed. All we hear about is all the billions, like, I don't know, 24, 40 billion they're worth, okay, in Amazon. But here's what they didn't tell you. See, this guy failed. He failed it. I think one time he spent like 175 million. This is all in 1 year. 175 million on an out that never happened. It never created. He spent another 170 million on something else, and he failed, and he failed, and he failed. But you know what? He succeeded. See, what we see is the success, but you don't see all the times that he failed. Here's my point today. There's a lot of people out there, and there's a lot of times that Brent Palmer's been out there that's been scared to fail. I've been scared to go. Just do it. I've been scared to just go out and do it. Go out and talk to people. Go out and share whatever my service, my product, everything I got. Go out and share it with passion. And fail. Try things. You know what? You got a team in network marketing right now. How about calling them up? How about doing a team call? How about getting excited around something, making a call, creating action? Guess what? Action creates reaction. Or I can go read a book or two today. Am I a student-minded person or am I an entrepreneur? Because an entrepreneur, as they learn, they're going. And when do they learn? They learn when they're driving down the road in a car where there's nothing else to do. They learn when there's Seth Curry on the, he's shooting and they're learning, okay? They're learning. They take times to go do that. That's my point, guys. That's my point today. You know, the legacy is what drives me. The wanting to be not great, but good, but great. And I know I'm not there. That's what drives me. It's creating something that I hadn't even came close to creating. That's what drives me. It's the fact that when I'm gone, that people will show up to my funeral one day, or that will at least think about me showing up, possibly showing up and go, you know what? I thank that guy right there because he showed up. He made a phone call one time that really touched me. He showed something on video one time that really touched me. And it changed my direction of where I was going. He added value when he didn't have to add value to my life. That's what drives me. You got to find out what drives you and then ask yourself, am I being right now, am I being the entrepreneur or am I being the student? Because so many of us has got the knowledge in our head, but what we don't have is the plan of action every day to go out and be that entrepreneur and be willing to fail, be willing to go, be willing to fall down and get back up and realize that's what all the successful people do. Okay, Abraham Lincoln failed miserably, and then became the President of the United States. Guys, I could go on and on and on and on. But you know what? He had an entrepreneur spirit. He had an entrepreneur spirit, not a student spirit that I'm going to learn about being the president for 20 years before I ever run for an office. No, he ran for office, failed, learned from his failures, and failed again and again, and then became the President of the United States. And today is one of the most decorated, looked after, successful people of all times. Okay? So here's my point. Today, are you the student? Are you the entrepreneur? And you can start today. Just go. I know the passion's in you. You don't get on Periscope at 12 p.m. Central because you're not striving for something. Go. Just do it. Learn and do it some more. Put in the work. Put in the grind. And have that vision that you're creating a legacy that people will appreciate. People will thank you. It's you know, what drives me is the simple things. It's the little things. It's the people picking up the phone or sending me a letter or sending me an email. You know, I got one from a special lady in South Dakota yesterday that said, thank you. Thank you for doing Periscope. I promise you this, it doesn't matter to me who shows up on here. But if one person does and it impacts them, that's all that matters to me. Guys, have a blessed Wednesday. I hope you find somebody today, make them have a better day because you showed up in it, and we will see you tomorrow. We're Arkansas bound. We'll talk to you soon.